My name is Corinna Unger. I'm Professor of Global and Colonial History of the 19th and 20th century here at the Department of History and Civilization at the European University Institute in Florence. What's unique about the department is that it brings together people from all over Europe and actually from all over the world. We have people working in early modern history as well as in modern and contemporary history. This is a place where we can consider how to come to new perspectives on history by putting Europe at the center and also by thinking about Europe in the more global context. New researchers coming to the department should definitely expect that we are very interested in talking to them a lot, in hearing about their research. We ask them to present their research topics. We try to engage them in a continuous conversation. First, of course, to give them a chance to further develop their own topics, but also to learn about other people's topics and about the different approaches and methodologies involved. Part of the idea of doing a PhD here is that it is not only about individual work, but about learning from each other. And the advantage here, I think, is that we have a lot of people with very different backgrounds and a lot of expertise in various fields who are willing to help them, to advise them, to recommend literature, to help them to think about ideas that they might not have originally considered. Being here in Florence at the EUI, I think, is a very good opportunity and a very good structure to do so. The relationship between the supervisor and the supervisee is central to doing a PhD. One important thing is that every supervisee has one supervisor and a second reader. There are also two external supervisors later on board for the PhD defense. The role of the supervisor is to provide feedback, to provide guidance, to help the researchers to make their decisions about how to structure their dissertation, to which archives to go, which topic to approach, how to design a comparison. It is a very individual relationship, and we have the great advantage here that it is a small organization so that we can really afford to spend time together. The researchers are the ones who choose their supervisor. So when they arrive, they are given a provisional supervisor and they can then decide whether they want to stay with that person or look for someone else in the department. We try in a number of ways to prepare our researchers for the time after the PhD. Of course, we talk about our own experiences, but we also give them training. There is application training. There are ways of bringing PhD researchers in contact with other organizations, other universities. There's a teaching certificate that they can do here at the EUI that prepares them for teaching by giving them training in didactics and so on. And then there are agreements with several universities in different European countries where they can do teaching on an individual basis, and also here in Florence. So these kinds of things are done on a very flexible basis, and we do this to help the students prepare for what they plan to do.